Welcome back, Healthy Club fans. You have been diligent. You have followed all the conventional advice. You eat less, you move more. For a while, perhaps the weight came off. But now, you have hit a wall. The scale has stopped moving, and that stubborn fat around your middle refuses to disappear. This experience is incredibly common and deeply frustrating. It can make you feel like your body is broken, or that your efforts are pointless. Many people in this situation simply give up, believing they are destined to carry this weight forever. They might even blame themselves, thinking they lack the willpower to succeed. This is a mistake. Your body is not broken, and your willpower is not the problem. The issue lies in the advice you have been following. Calories in, calories out model. Incomplete picture of a much more complex biological system. The human body is not a simple machine. It is a highly sophisticated system, regulated by a web of hormones. These chemical messengers tell your body what to do with the energy you consume. They decide whether to burn it for immediate fuel or to store it away for later, often as fat. When it comes to stubborn belly fat, the hormonal signals matter more than calorie numbers. Understanding this hormonal reality is the first step toward breaking free from the plateau. You have been trying to solve the wrong problem. What? The calories. Why? The hormonal instructions that control those calories. Imagine trying to fix a flooding basement by bailing out water with a bucket, while completely ignoring the broken pipe that is causing the flood. You will work very hard, but you will make very little progress. The relentless influx of water will always overwhelm your efforts. To truly fix the problem, you must turn off the source. That source is a set of specific hormonal imbalances.
The good news is these hormonal signals are responsive to your daily habits, particularly what you eat and when you eat. The feeling of being stuck is not permanent. By shifting your focus from calorie counting to hormonal healing, you can send new signals to your body. You can instruct it to stop storing fat around your midsection and start burning it for energy. This is the key that will unlock the door to renewed progress and help you finally conquer that stubborn belly fat. One of the most persistent and misleading myths in the world of fitness is the idea of spot reduction. This is the belief that you can target fat loss in a specific area of your body by exercising the muscles in that area. Countless people perform hundreds, even thousands of crunches and sit-ups, hoping to melt belly fat. They think working abs hard will make the fat on top simply burn away. Unfortunately, this is a complete fantasy. Your body does not work this way. You cannot tell it where to lose fat. When your body needs energy, it draws from fat stores all over the body, not just the area you're exercising. The process is systemic. Think of your fat stores as a single bank account with deposits in many locations. When you make a withdrawal, the bank manager, your hormonal system, decides where funds come from. You can't walk up to one branch and empty only its vault. Withdrawals come from the whole system. Doing a bicep curl does not burn arm fat. Doing a leg lift does not burn thigh fat. Building the muscle underneath helps performance and tone, but it does not directly burn the fat covering it. So why does fat accumulate stubbornly around the abdomen? The answer lies in our hormones. Fat cells are not just inert blobs, they are active endocrine tissue that respond to hormonal signals. Abdominal fat, called visceral fat, is especially sensitive to certain hormones. They have a higher density of receptors for hormones like insulin. To understand belly fat, we must understand two key hormones, insulin and cortisol. Think of them as the primary architects of your body composition. Insulin, in particular, is the master hormone of fat storage. Its main job is to manage your blood sugar levels. When you eat, especially foods rich in carbohydrates and sugar, your blood glucose rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin then acts like a key, unlocking your cells to allow glucose to enter and be used for energy. This is a normal and necessary process. However, insulin has another critical function. It is a powerful signal to store fat. When insulin levels are high, it effectively puts your body into storage mode. It tells your liver and muscles to store glucose as glycogen, and once those stores are full, It directs the excess energy to be converted into fat and stored in your fat cells. Crucially, high insulin also blocks fat burning. It shuts down lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat for energy. So, when insulin is present, you are physically incapable of burning fat. If you eat in a way that keeps your insulin chronically elevated, for example, by snacking on high-carb foods all day, your body remains in a constant state of fat storage. The abdominal fat cells, with many insulin receptors, are especially receptive. The second architect is cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Cortisol is released by your adrenal glands in response to stress, physical,
psychological, or emotional. In the short term, cortisol is helpful. It gives a quick burst of energy to deal with a perceived threat, the fight or flight response. It does this by raising blood sugar, fueling your muscles. But chronic low-grade stress is common today. That leads to persistently elevated cortisol, which harms body composition. Chronic high cortisol teams up with insulin. Cortisol-raised blood sugar triggers more insulin release, creating a vicious cortisol-insulin cycle. This combo is a potent recipe for belly fat. Cortisol mobilizes fat from other areas and redeposits it in the abdomen around internal organs. This visceral fat is stubborn and metabolically dangerous. Simple rules of eating to rebalance your hormones. Since elevated insulin is a primary driver of belly fat, the most logical and effective dietary strategy is to eat in a way that minimizes insulin spikes. This does not have to be complicated. The first and most important rule is to prioritize protein at every single meal. Protein has a minimal effect on insulin levels compared to carbohydrates. It is also highly satiating, meaning it helps you feel full and satisfied for a longer period. This reduces the urge to snack between meals, which is a major cause of chronically high insulin. Including a source of protein like eggs, fish, meat, legumes with your breakfast, lunch, and dinner helps stabilize your blood sugar and keeps you out of fat storage mode for more of the day. The second rule is to drastically reduce or eliminate ultra-processed carbohydrates and sugars. These are the foods that send your insulin levels soaring. Bread, pasta, pastries, sugary cereals, crackers, and sweetened beverages are rapidly digested into glucose, causing a large and rapid insulin response. Your body is flooded with more sugar than it can immediately use, and the excess is efficiently packed away as fat, primarily in the belly area. Instead, focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Replace refined grains with non-starchy vegetables which are full of fiber.
Fiber slows down digestion, leading to a much gentler and lower rise in blood sugar and insulin. This simple swap can make a profound difference. Third, embrace healthy fats and anti-inflammatory foods. For decades, fat was unfairly demonized, but we now know that healthy fats are essential for hormonal health and do not provoke an insulin response. Avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds. They provide sustained energy and help keep you full. Furthermore, chronic inflammation can worsen insulin resistance, making it even harder to lose belly fat. Incorporating anti-inflammatory foods is key. Salmon, sardines, colorful vegetables, berries, turmeric, ginger. Finally, and this may seem counterintuitive, you must avoid severe and prolonged undereating. While a calorie deficit is ultimately necessary for fat loss, a drastic and sustained cut in calories can be perceived by the body as a stressor, a famine. In response, your body can lower its metabolic rate to conserve energy. It can also increase cortisol levels, which, as we know, promotes belly fat storage. The goal is not to starve yourself, but to nourish your body with the right kinds of foods that naturally lead to a lower insulin level and reduced appetite. Eating satisfying meals composed of protein, healthy fats, and fiber allows you to eat less without feeling deprived, creating a sustainable path to fat loss. So, managing insulin and cortisol is essential for losing belly fat. It's a two-pronged hormonal problem needing a two-pronged solution.
The right kind of movement. Exercise that actually works. While diet is paramount for controlling hormones, the right kind of physical activity can provide powerful support. However, the conventional wisdom of spending hours on a treadmill doing cardio is often misguided. Long-duration, moderate-intensity cardio can raise cortisol levels, especially if you are already stressed, potentially working against your goal of reducing belly fat. A more effective approach is to focus on short, efficient bursts of strength training. You do not need to become a bodybuilder or spend hours in the gym. Just 10 to 15 minutes of resistance exercise most days. Strength training is crucial because it builds and maintains metabolically active muscle tissue. Muscle is your metabolic engine. The more you have, the more calories you burn throughout the day. This helps create the energy deficit needed for fat loss without the stress of extreme dieting. More importantly, strong muscles act as a sugar sink. When you perform resistance exercises like squats, push-ups, lifting weights, your muscles become more sensitive to insulin. They become better at pulling glucose out of the bloodstream to replenish their energy stores, meaning less insulin is needed to do the job. This improved insulin sensitivity is a cornerstone of conquering belly fat, especially after meals. Taking a short 15 to 20-minute walk after lunch or dinner can do wonders for your blood sugar control. The gentle muscular activity helps your body use up some of the glucose from the meal you just ate, blunting the subsequent blood sugar and insulin spike. This small habit prevents your body from shifting into high-gear fat storage mode after eating. It is a low-stress activity that anyone can incorporate into their day, and it directly combats the primary hormonal mechanism behind belly fat accumulation. It is far more beneficial than sitting on the couch after a meal, which allows insulin to do its fat-storing work uninterrupted. Finally, do not underestimate the power of restorative practices like deep breathing and stretching. These activities directly target the other hormonal architect of belly fat, cortisol. When you are chronically stressed,
activities that activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state, are essential for lowering cortisol. Spending just 5 to 10 minutes a day practicing slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing can significantly reduce stress hormones. This simple act tells your body that it is safe, signaling it to exit emergency mode and stop hoarding fat around your vital organs. It is an exercise for your nervous system, and it is just as important as exercising your muscles. If this is helpful, keep watching, because the most overlooked reason for belly fat is coming up next, and it has nothing to do with calories. Poor sleep, chronic stress, low vitamin D, inflammation, hormonal imbalance. Fixing these restarts fat loss, often without changing calories. If you're stuck in a weight loss plateau, especially belly fat, remember, you can't spot reduce fat. Hormones matter more than calories. Genetics influence, but don't control, your results. Small daily habits create big fat loss changes. The surprising daily habit that unlocks fat loss. After addressing diet and exercise, there is one daily habit that is often completely overlooked. It may be the single most powerful lever to break a weight loss plateau and reduce belly fat. This habit is not a new diet. This habit is not a magic supplement. This habit is not a grueling workout. It is something your body is designed to do every single day. And it is absolutely free. The habit is prioritizing consistent, high-quality sleep. We treat sleep as a luxury or a passive state of inactivity. In reality, sleep is active hormonal regulation and repair. Ignoring sleep is like building a house on sand. Poor sleep assaults your hormonal system. Even after just one night of poor sleep, evening cortisol becomes elevated. Your body reads lack of sleep as a major stressor. Your cells also become more insulin resistant.
the pancreas must pump more insulin to control blood sugar. That creates the hormonal environment that encourages belly fat storage. You could have a perfect diet, but without sleep, you're fighting an uphill hormonal battle. Lack of sleep manipulates hormones controlling hunger and cravings. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, increases. Leptin, the satiety hormone, decreases. That double whammy makes you hungrier and less satisfied. It increases cravings for high carbohydrate foods. It increases cravings for high sugar foods. Those foods spike insulin and add to fat storage. It's a biological setup for failure. Your sleep-deprived brain drives you to quick energy foods that worsen the problem. Make sleep a non-negotiable daily priority. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Same bed and wake times, even weekends. Create a sleep sanctuary. Make your bedroom dark. Make it quiet. Make it cool. Avoid screens, phones, an hour before bed. Avoid tablets. Avoid TVs. Dim blue light. It suppresses melatonin, the sleep signal. By fixing sleep, you let the body reset hormonal balance. Lower cortisol. Improve insulin sensitivity. Control hunger. This alone can be the key that finally unlocks stubborn fat loss. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more science-based health and fat loss content.